Hi everybody, Graham here, and welcome to an exciting programming update here on the LRRMTG channel. We have a bunch of stuff we're working on for this channel, and we think you're going to be excited to see it. So we're going to talk a little bit about it. We got some stuff staying the same, we've got some stuff changing, and we've got some new stuff. So sit tight. First of all, the elephant in the room, the Loxodon in the room, Friday nights. Now, we've talked about this a bunch. Many of you probably already are aware of this. I know that many of you are not, because we keep getting questions about it, and that's fair. We had intended to run a crowdfunding campaign to produce a season of Friday nights in March 2020. For obvious reasons, that didn't happen. And we have been trying to get to the point where we can sort of get back and refocus and do that and make that season of Friday nights. And we want to, and we still intend to, and that will happen. But at this point, for a number of factors, probably not until 2023 at this point. It's not how we wanted it to be. We know it's not how you wanted it to be. You've made that abundantly clear, and we really appreciate your enthusiasm. Friday nights will return at some point. I beg of you your patience and understanding, and I thank you. Changing directions. As you might have already seen if you watched Crack-A-Pack episode 100, the Crack-A-Pack is going to go on a little bit of a short hiatus because 100 episodes felt like a good time to take a little break, and also because, as you're about to see, we have a bunch of other stuff coming down the pipeline for the Magic channel, and we want to really focus on that. Crack-A-Pack will return. Perhaps when it does, it might be weekly rather than twice weekly. We haven't exactly decided yet, but don't worry, we've still got so many boosters. So that show will return. It's just going to go on a little bit of a hiatus just for now. Tap Tap Concede, our casual Magic podcast, is still going strong. Just before, the pandemic that also affected Friday nights, we had been working on getting a thing into place where we'd go back to sort of more of a system of like rotating folks and getting more faces on the show. And then as the pandemic happened, it was just easier to be like, it's just me, Cameron, and Nelson. But now that we're back in the studio and things are happening a little bit more regularly, we're now getting to a position where, it's not always going to be the same faces on the show. You may have already seen this with the episode last week with Cameron, Wheeler, and Nelson. So look forward to a greater variety of folks on Tap Tap Concede, bringing a variety of perspectives to the week's Magic news on our casual discussions of casual Magic on Tap Tap Concede. Our other Magic podcast, North 100, the Canadian Highlander podcast, also went through some changes as a result of the pandemic because there wasn't anyone playing in-person Canadian Highlander, and so it sort of shrunk back a bit into being primarily a set review show looking at each set's cards as they affect the Canadian Highlander format. But now that the Highlander players are able to play some Highlander again, we should start seeing an occasional other episode talking about, the actual gameplay and the Highlander scene. There's no set schedule for that. Those are still going to be sort of ad hoc episodes when the people involved with North 100, which is Serge, Wheeler, and Nelson, decide that they have something to talk about, which relates very neatly into a new sideshow that we are introducing, the North 100 Showdown, a celebration and demonstration of the Canadian Highlander format. This is gameplay videos of the Highlander folks pitting staple decks of the format against one another to show off the variety of decks and the fun, powerful Magic gameplay of Canadian Highlander. So look for episodes of North 100 Showdown to start premiering in the near future. But wait, there's so much more. Do you like Commander? You have told us explicitly that you do like Commander, and good news. We are pleased to announce, in association with Card Kingdom, the introduction of our new monthly Commander gameplay series, Elder Dragon Social Club. This is a formalization of something we've done a couple times, of an edited, recorded Commander game, whether it's homebrew decks or even just the Wizards precons, because frankly, they're just fun decks to play. It's going to be us hanging around, being friends, and playing Commander. The first episode of Elder Dragon Social Club premieres very soon, featuring the Streets of New Capenna Commander decks, and look forward to one in the future featuring the Wheel of Precons. Once again, that is Elder Dragon Social Club, brought to you by Loading Ready Run and Card Kingdom, airing monthly on LRRMTG. And lastly, along with all the other stuff that we're doing in association with Wizards of the Coast, so keep an eye out on the channel for that, you know, PPRs and launch content for their various products. We also have something that we're working on that, you know, I don't want to spoil too much of now. It's in post-production. We've shot it and we've got to sort of figure out how it's going to all sort of come together, but it's a reimagining of a way to present limited content in a way that is digestible as a piece of YouTube entertainment. And I think it'll be pretty fun, but you'll have to wait and see how it comes together. Oh, and finally, because Beej would be sad if I didn't mention it, we don't have any new merchandise yet, but we are working on some, so keep an eye on store.loadingreadyrun.com, where you can already buy a wonderful variety of playmats for when we do indeed launch some new Magic-related products, because there's some coming, but not yet. So that's it for what's coming down the pipe here on LRRMTG. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not, so you don't miss any of that. Very excited for you to see all the new stuff that we have coming. Particularly, I think you're going to enjoy Elder Dragon Social Club. It's just it's a fun bunch of Commander. It's going to be a good time. Thanks everybody for hanging out and listening to me yammer at you. Always appreciated. And talk to you next time.